Yo, what it do? YouTube, it's your boy Marcus, and man, what a training camp we've been through. Been a crazy process, if we're being honest, man. Through everything we've been through so far in the off season, the season hasn't even started yet. From today, we're currently 38 days away from football, but we do get some Hall of Fame game footballs, Cowboys versus Steelers. Looking forward to that. But I want to tell you guys about a training camp standout. If you can't tell from the picture. Like I said, we've been through a lot of injuries. Taylor Stallworth having a tweak in his training camp. Ryan Kelly going down with an injury. Carson Wentz going down with an injury. Then we have Quentin Nelson going down with an injury. Good thing about Quentin Nelson is that he's aiming for a return for week 1. Now, they do have the same injury, but some people are just built different. And Quentin Nelson knows how important he is to this team. So does Carson Wentz. But I think Quentin Nelson's a little bit more important for that protection. So he knows what he has to do. And he thinks he's going to be ready by week 1. And hey, if you want to come back week 1 to play some football, you are not hurting nobody but yourself. Like I said, hey, you know what's on the line. He knows what's at stake. If you want to put on them jerseys a little early because he wants to go out there and prove it, do what you got to do, Big Q. Hey, man, I ain't mad at it at all. Play your game, man. Play your game. We know how pivotal he is. We can have a 50% Quentin Nelson, and he can still be better than most offensive linemen in the league, and that's just straight facts. So, but a guy that stood out for me in this training camp up to this day is Ben Banogu. Ben has been on a tear this whole training camp. It's like he was just waiting for this moment to happen. And I know before you guys go slandering his talent in the comment section or anything, he's been on the Colts media for a while now. A lot of people have been talking about him, his progression, and where he's going to end up at the end of this. And he's really been impressing a lot of people in this training camp this year. And I'm actually excited to see that talent. Now, before I keep going, I already know that most people are going to be on the nature of, well, he's going to get second and third stringers. You know, most of our real talent is banged up. But I think training camp affects players differently. You know what I mean? Some people can get this as a morale boost or that confidence boost that they need. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy was on a tear. Now, of course, some people might bring up Grover Stewart's training camp sessions with those interceptions and, you know, him forcing the pressure, and DeForest Buckner. Most people might bring up Kwity Paye as well because he's been a camp standout, even though he's going up against second and third rounders. But I think certain people just use the image that players are going against second and third rounders, and I think they use that as an excuse. But I think, you know, if you're on an NFL field and you're going to get up against top talent, it's only going to make you better. And what's better is to go up against it on your own team. And just to be honest, this is going to prepare you for real talent when you go into the NFL season. Robert Mathis talked about it on the Pat McAfee show, how he used to go up against his O-lineman, and he used to use every move in the book to try to get past him. So when he will be prepared for the NFL teams he's going up against, he already knows what type of moves to use. And I think this is just another sign for Ben Banogu's progression to see how much he's improved week to week and season to season. And I think he's really going to get that roster spot. And to be honest, when you look at his perspective, when you look at Ben Banogu and you see the talent that was around him, every year it never really been an open spot for him to actually start on this team because we always had a veteran ahead of him. This might be the most open and his real chance to actually get that spot if he really wants it. And he switched from opposite sides. On the edge rush, he was on one side, but he's actually going to be able to do both this year. And I think he's moved over to the other side of the field. So this is going to be more of an open time for him to go out there and win his chance at that spot on that field. And I think this training camp and preseason, he's going to explode. I feel like he's going to really explode in the preseason, turn a lot of heads, and really earn a spot on the field. And I'm looking forward to that because his position is wide open. Anybody can win that spot, and I think he definitely has the chance to do that because he's really been wowing a lot of people in this training camp. There's been a lot of people that's been going crazy in this training camp that most people don't seem to know, because some people aren't watch training camp, and I totally understand because a lot of people think training camp, is not really saying anything. So I totally understand because it's just out there, especially without the pass. You're just on out getting some reps in, getting comfortable, getting ready for the season. Understandable. But like I said, training camp can mean a lot to others as well. Like I said, Ben Banogu, Ben has been out there going crazy. Paris Campbell, he's lighting it up. Jacob Easton and Sam Elliger, they're doing a pretty decent job, and they're saying a lot for them too as well. Learning they're trying to get that starting position, being as though we don't have an offensive line either, and they're going up against one of the best defenses. They've been on and off, but I really like Jacob Easton's progression for sure. Like I said, Zachary Pascal, Michael Pittman Jr. has been having a really good training camp as well. Marlon Max looking fresh. He looked like he's never been, like he's back in his prime form. So this is another good sign for us going into the season. But some more talent that's really been good in the training camp. Bobby Okariki is a freaking animal. Bobby Okariki, as I predicted, he is a ball hawk at linebacker. He is a ball hawk, man. This dude is one of the best. And he doesn't get enough credit for he really does, because he's stepping into a big role. With Anthony Walker's departure, he's stepping into this role, and I figured that he was going to be one of those silent guys that's going to come in next season and really take that leap, because he knows what's at stake right here. He knows what's at stake. He's really going to be out there filling in that Anthony Walker Jr. role. And I'm not saying it's going to be as good as he is, but I think with his ability to go looking for the football, to be that pick artist, I think that's really going to help him in that spot that he's going to be on the field. I really do. We didn't really see a lot of Darius Leonard due to that boot that he's carrying around, but I know he's going to be a force when he comes back. And this is another good thing to look at. All the talent that's currently out, when they all come back, is going to be around the same time. So it's going to be good for the team that support the team in general around them to really mesh before the real veterans and the stars come back. It's going to be a good sign. Jack Doyle's been turning heads. You know, he's looking like his prime form. Mo Ali Cox is improving. He's looking to try to take that leap. Kyler Granson. This whole team in general in training camp is saying a lot. I mean, of course, some people might not think that way just because it's training camp, like I said. But I think, in my opinion, this team really showing you promise, and I'm really enjoying it. I cannot wait for the season to start. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section about Ben in the training camp. How do you think he's improving? Do you think he earns a spot? Let me know who else impressed you in this training camp, if not anyone else that I mentioned already. Let me know all these things in the comment section. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock. Don't forget to follow my links in the description as well. Follow all the links in the bio. I'm not only on this channel, I'm on a bunch of other channels too. Appreciate all the Colts content creators that popped around on the live stream. They definitely gave me ideas for this video today. But let me know in the comment section. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.